What's up YouTube, this is Pickle Pyro, and today I got another ranking video for you. Now last time I did Beatles albums, and today I'm going to be doing video games, since they're basically my #1 hobby at this point. I narrowed it down to a list of 5. I was going to do 10, but I figured that's kind of too much, and I'd rather just talk about these 5 games that I love a lot in detail, rather than just, skimming over them. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. I'm not saying these are the best video games of all time, by no means. I'm just saying that these are my favorites. Keep in mind, I've played a lot of video games, and this list is probably going to change over the years. I mean, probably will. But I figured, why not? Let's talk about some video games that I love. Number 5, we have the Little Big Planet series. Also, I forgot to say, I might compile series into one entry because it's kind of easier like that. Because it's hard to pick one favorite game. I mean, let's be real. Out of a series, and there's multiple ones you love, you kind of rather just put the series as a whole. So I'm going to be doing that. Anyways, number 5, Little Big Planet. I'm going to be including both 1 and 2, because those are my favorites. Little Big Planet, if you don't know, is this 3D platformer adventure game where you play as Sackboy, and you can decorate him, and you can get stickers, and you play these story mode levels. It's kind of hard to describe Little Big Planet without playing it yourself. But the real reason why I love Little Big Planet so much is definitely the community. If you don't know, in Little Big Planet, there is a community levels feature where you can make your own levels, you can upload them, you can play other people's levels. Just this huge network of Little Big Planet levels. And that's definitely the highlight of the game. The story mode levels are awesome and all. I have so much nostalgia for it, which is one of the reasons why it's on the list, is because I loved this game when I was a kid, and I still do. Yeah, I loved Little Big Planet so much when I was a kid. I don't even want to think about how much hours I have in this game, because I got a PS3 when I was younger, and Little Big Planet 1 and 2 were the first games I got for it. And I have just so many fond memories of playing this game with friends when I was a kid, playing all the awesome custom levels made by these super creative people. I couldn't freaking do that. The amount of effort that must go into these levels, it's just crazy. Anyways, number 5, Little Big Planet series. Number 4, Splatoon. If you are acquainted with this channel, then you know I love Splatoon. I'm wearing the Team Mushroom shirt that I got from Nintendo. Team Mushroom, we won. Let's go. Anyways, Splatoon is a Nintendo game where it's basically it's a third-person shooter, but you shoot squids with ink guns instead of people with real bullets. Now, that's a super creative idea. Let's just get that out of the way. That's a really kid-friendly approach to the shooter genre, and I think they did an awesome job. Splatoon, I've never played Splatoon 1, sadly, because I didn't own a Wii U. Shocker. I don't really know anyone who did own a Wii U, besides a couple of my friends, but Splatoon 2 is the game that I have the most hours in on Switch, I'm pretty sure. I've been playing it almost since launch. I mean, I got it kind of around launch, but I really only started getting into it about a year ago, and it's an awesome game. It's so much fun. They have different modes you can play. You get your Turf War, competitive, Salmon Run, which is exclusive to Splatoon 2, I'm pretty sure. There's so many different weapons to choose from. I love the music. The music goes hard. I love the art style. I mean, just look at how awesome this shirt looks. That's the Splatoon art style in a nutshell. And I love Marie. I got the plushie here because if you're a Splatoon fan, you gotta have a Marie plushie. I mean, if you don't, what are you even doing? She's my favorite squid sister. And I just really love Splatoon games. So they're going at number 4. Number 3, I'm going to be giving it to Borderlands 2. Now, I talked about putting, games in a series, but I don't like Borderlands 1, and Borderlands 3 is mediocre. The story, garbage. But the gameplay is pretty fun, but I think you get legendaries way too often. I think that kind of takes away from it. Anyways, Borderlands 2 is an FPS game, and how do I describe it? There's a lot of guns, and the story mode is very good. You probably know who Handsome Jack is, in my opinion, one of the all-time greatest video game villains. The gameplay is so much fun. I've replayed the story. I have 400 hours in it on Steam. I've played every character. I've gotten to level 72 on almost every character. And once I'm done with Borderlands 3, I'll probably go back to it because it's just such an awesome game. I know Borderlands 3, the gameplay is fun, but the story is just so awful. I hate it. They ruined all my favorite characters. They gave all the characters that we love barely any screen time, introduced these new ones that no one cares about. And, I don't know. I just don't like Borderlands 3 that much, but I got it for like 20 bucks, so that's a pretty good deal. I mean, but you can't beat Borderlands 2. If you want to buy a Borderlands game, definitely get 2. That's definitely the best. So yeah, I have a lot of fond memories with Borderlands 2. It's awesome. My third favorite video game. Number 2, One Shot. If you're not in my friend group, you probably don't know what One Shot is, so let me explain. In One Shot, you play as God, and you are guiding this little fella right here. Their name is Nico. We don't know if it's a girl or a boy. And Nico is the messiah of this world that they got randomly placed into. And they woke up and they found this light bulb here, which the citizens of the world call the sun. And your goal of One Shot is to escort this fella to the top of the tower and to bring the sun to the top of the tower. One Shot is a adventure game. It's a puzzle game. The characters are amazing. The music is fantastic. I've replayed it like 3 times at this point, and I'm probably going to replay it again soon, because I have so much emotional attachment to this game, even though I literally only played it like this summer. But One Shot is a fantastic game. I've bought it at least like 4 times just to gift it to people, and I would go out and buy the game right now. If you have $10, if you don't wait for a sale, if you have 10 bucks, do yourself a favor and buy One Shot and play it. I'm not going to say it changed my life, but this game has so many awesome fourth wall breaking elements. It's kind of like a mix of Undertale and Doki Doki Literature Club. If you kind of like mix those two together, you get One Shot. Awesome fourth wall breaking. It does some really cool stuff to your computer that I'm not going to spoil because I want you to experience it, especially my friends that are playing the game right now. The game is awesome. It's definitely worthy of my second favorite game. I think that's all I have to say about it. But yeah, One Shot, please do yourself a favor and go play it. It's like 10 bucks. But my number 1 all-time favorite game, if you're a friend of mine, you could probably guess this, Team Fortress 2. I love this game so much. It's one of the first games I've ever played. The first game I ever played was Call of Duty World at War, but TF2 is definitely very close. It's the first game I got when I got my Steam account. I was so excited to play it when I was a kid. And I've come to love it so much, it's my number 1 favorite. So let me explain why. So TF2 is an FPS game where you have 9 different characters to choose from. You got Scout, Soldier, Pyro, Demo, Heavy, NG, Medic, Sniper, and Spy. And it's a team-based game, obviously. I mean, Team Fortress 2, and it's red team versus blue team, and there's a lot of different modes to play. You have your payload, your capture the flag. I love Team Fortress 2 so much. I have like 4,000 hours in the game, which is still pretty crazy to me, but I adore this game so much. Mostly because of the fantastic community that the game has. I play more community servers than I do casual servers. Yeah, if you're getting bored of TF2, go to the community server section. That's what I do. Sadly, I haven't really been playing the game that much, mainly because of Valve's neglect towards it. We haven't had a new update in like, what, more than 1,000 days, which is a little bit sad. And I really hope that the heavy update comes soon, because TF2 needs a revival. There's hackers in like every game now. It's really sad. I was kind of considering putting One Shot as my number 1, but I have so many awesome memories with Team Fortress 2. I'm like, it has to be a number 1. What else is there to say about TF2? It's free. You can get it right now if you don't have it. The gameplay is so much fun. There's so much versatility with all the different weapons and characters and maps and game modes. There's content to be enjoyed for ages, and I pray, Valve, please update the game. We've been waiting for so long.
So, editing Pickle Pyro here. Yeah, my phone died in the middle when I was recording that, but I basically said all I wanted to about TF2 and all the other games I said. So that's basically all I got for you for today's video, but let me know what you guys think about my list in the comments.
where the bird, 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 the birds are where the bird, 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 the birds are where the bird, bird, the birds are